in the state of Arizona. And local law enforcement, small agencies, depended upon either Phoenix Police Department or Tucson to furnish that type of expertise.
I was a police officer for a number of years, and when the Department of Public Safety was instituted in 1968, there were certain things that they were going to furnish in some scientific field, question documents and things like that, and polygraph. They tested several of us, and the outcome was that I was number one on the list, and then I was sent to New York to a polygraph school in New York City. This was in the fall of 1971, and I've been doing polygraphs ever since.
Cy Gilson, whose opinion was pretty well known and respected as a polygraph examiner. We had used him on other matters, criminal matters and stuff, and always with good results.
We had a meeting of the 6 crew members and the sheriff. Travis's older brother, I think his name was Dwayne, I believe, in the chow hall at the jail. And they finally agreed that they would all submit to this exam. I did tell them briefly what it was like, what was going to be attached to their bodies and why, and gave them some kind of an idea of what they were going to go through during this test.
They came in and talked to us. We got into an argument with them, you know. Some of us have been in trouble with the law before.
I was more scared this day that we came to this courthouse than the day that I seen Travis get zapped. This was the most horrible day because I just knew that we weren't coming out of this.
There was one young man, he was the youngest of the group, sat over sort to the side and didn't have much input or anything to say. And from past experience with interrogations and so on, someone like that is more likely to admit that it's a sham or whatever. So he's the one I wanted to choose first, because if it was a sham, it would save a lot of time and effort on my part and everybody else. Steve was his first name, but I don't remember the last name.
I always thought they just took Steve because he was young and the most scared.
You know, I was the first one to take a polygraph test because they thought I would crack.
I usually can get a pretty good idea as I go through the exam to know whether or not the questions are profitable in the sense that he's responding to certain specific